Bonehead Guitars. Let's go build some junk. From the front of the nut, where the fretboard meets it, or the binding meets it actually, to the back of the nut, where we're already into the flare of the headstock ears, there will be a little bit of transition, and we'll have to work that in eventually, which will be rather difficult and nerve-wracking, but for the time being, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the angle. And for the majority of this, want to follow the angle of the headstock, maybe just ever so slightly more. I keep my finger on the end of that file so I can make sure I don't dig into my headstock. But I'm just going to work that until I get real close. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to have to work the top of that down a little to get it smooth, and then I will put a pencil mark on there so we can leave just a little bit at the front edge. Now, this, right now at least, isn't going to be anybody but mine. So I'm going to cut the nut for 10 gauge, but I will probably most likely always be using 9. Okay. Two things to pay attention to here. I watch the top and make sure that I'm in line with where the string's going to be on the fretboard, and then I also keep an eye on here and try to have just slightly more angle down than the headstock is. And right now, as long as I get a groove on the front of the nut, that's good enough for this initial cut. I just want to get it to where we can lay strings in there. Then when we go to try to place the bridge, we can get them down a little better, a little closer to final. Right now I'm just looking for placeholders and to get that groove established and to where it can hold the string. Alright, well, you were busy charging. I couldn't just do nothing. What I did, because my back ferrules are super tight, I didn't want to put them in for this test because it would be very difficult to get them back out. So what I did, I took a little scrap of mahogany, drilled my string through holes in there, and then I just used a piece of low E to cap it off. So yeah, a little janky, but serve their purposes. The front ferrules just drop in right now, so no big deal. Okay, and I have this little jig. All right, where the bridge is at the moment, I can't really just slide this around because, I mean, the saddles don't react well to that. And, you know, there's enough tension on there, it's not real easy to do that anyway. But what I'm looking to do is, because the A and the B string, the saddles are right in the center, I want the bridge placed where those intonate perfectly right there in the center. It's my theory that will give them the biggest range. And right now the B is right where it needs to be. That needs to go way back. But the A is a little sharp, so the low end of the bridge needs to go back just a little bit. But alright, I've got a piece of 1/4-inch plexiglass that I sit that on. It's not quite high enough, so I've got an 1/8-inch piece that I use too. It was too much, so I mean, really, it's kind of hard to tell if we really intonated because that bridge is sitting higher than it needs to be. But anyway, the bolts are supposed to sit through the plexiglass. When we get everything just perfect, I can tap on them and locate exactly where the posts need to go. I'm just going to take a stab in the dark and say we need to be right there. Ish. So we'll start all over again. Seems to be pretty damn close to where everything needs to be. Right now it is so close to intonation. I think we're all right. Okay. I'm going to, from the bolt, we got really good indentations. So I'm really confident that those two spots are where we need to be. But I'm going to drill one. We'll place that. Double check how it looks on that post before we decide to go ahead and do the other one. Alright, just go all the way. It's just tight. Whew. Hallelujah. Last big hurdle. Let's see how fat the pup actually is. And there's almost no chance it will ever be sunk flush, so it's a little more than 3/4 of an inch, but I think 1/2 an inch would probably be plenty. And the cutter part of the bit is 1/2 an inch. We'll do a little bit more than that, but just like that. My thought is just round this off. I think that's going to be all right. Alright. Hope you had fun. Like this video, go subscribe, stick around. Meet me back here next time. We have more stuff to do. Like, subscribe.